Hello, and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the fourth grade concept of relating fractions and decimals. This is standard 4.2G in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 29 of the 2024 released STAAR test. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. All right, so we have four different equations. We're trying to match up which equation shows an equivalent decimal and fraction. So let's draw a place value chart. There's a few different ways that we can do this. One way would be place value, and take a look at what I have on the decimals. Right, so it looks like I'm just going to go to the ones place, and then I'm either going to go one or two places over. So let's just draw that right here. So that should work for any of these, right? And I've got two different answers. Right, so I've got 8.05, and then I've got 8.5. So I could draw that underneath. These are the two different ones. I need to figure out one of these are going to match one of these fractions that I have here. So what do we know about these places? Well, we know that this is the ones place because it's to the left of the decimal. And I'm going to write not only the word, but I'm going to write the value. It's worth 1. This is the tenths place, so it's like the word 10, but with the THS, and it's worth, I'm going to write it two different ways, 0.1, right, or 1/10. Right, that's a huge piece of learning in fourth grade, is that 0.1 is the same as 1 over 10. 1 is a decimal, 1 is a fraction, they represent the same amount. And if I wanted to, I can actually put blank right here. There's just nothing there. I can even put a 0 there if I really needed to, if I wanted to make sure that they're all lined up. This is the hundredths. So like 100 with the THS, and this is worth 0.01 because it's two decimals, two spaces over from the decimal. This is worth 1 over 100. All right, so this is what each of these are worth. So one way would be to, let's just break down each of these numbers, and let's just figure out how it would work, right? So I've got 8 ones. Let's do this first one first, right? So I've got 8 ones, and then I've got 5 hundredths. And I'm going to do fractions. It looks like we're dealing with fractions. 5 times 100th. Okay. And then the second one has got 8 ones, and then it's 5 tenths instead of hundredths. That's really the only difference. That 5 is in two different spots. Well, take a look at some of these answer selections. Okay. Take a look at this one. 85 over 100. You notice how that's a regular fraction or a proper fraction? So this 85 over 100, if I wanted to write that, would be 85 hundredths. Now, that doesn't match either of mine right there. Okay? So this 85 tenths, let's see. 85 tenths. How do I write 85 tenths? Because the tenths is right there. So what we do is we put the last digit in that spot, and then the 8 spills over. So 85 tenths looks like 8 and 5 tenths right there. But you see, the problem is they gave us the wrong one. So these two don't match, but that one's kind of close. Then I've got 85 hundredths again. Well, that's not going to work because that doesn't match anything. But here we go. Look at this last one. It's 85 tenths again. So I'm going to put my 5 in my tenths place. The 8 spills over, and that matches that right there, right? Another way to think about this would be, well, if I were to just give you 10 tenths and then another 10 tenths, and then just keep adding them 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 tenths if they're all filled up, and then that last one would have to be halfway filled up. That's 8 full ones. These are all the way filled up. This is 8 and 5 tenths. So our answer is D.